I never realized what a spunky devil you are.
I hate fighting.
The story begins in 1986, a time when the world was caught in the Cold War. But for Max, Donigan, and Leo Porter, their fight was something else, a fight to find a treasure that could change their lives. Max was a tough and serious guy, a former soldier who was always ready for action. And Leo, he was funny, clever, and always joking around. Together, they made a great team, like a lion and a blacksmith. Just like today, they were again running for their lives in the desert from some local tribe people who were after them because of the treasure. After a close escape, their jeep gets stuck and the tribe catches them. They tie them up in the middle of the desert and leave. But before leaving, the tribe leader gives them a glass bottle saying, "Let's see if you survive or not." Soon after, Max breaks the bottle and sets himself free, then helps Leo escape too. After this, both of them return to the city and are sitting in a bar. Leo is telling fake stories to the people around, while Max quietly drinks whiskey, just nodding at Leo's words. Suddenly, a woman named Patricia Goodwin walks into the bar. She is beautiful and confident. She comes to Max and Leo and tells them she had a vision. She saw an ancient Aztec temple where a treasure is hidden. She shows them a map and says that in her vision, Max and Leo were there with her. At first, Max laughs, but when Patricia tells him some deep secrets from his past, things only he could know, he becomes serious. Patricia says, "I know you both have left this life behind, but this mission is different. It's not just about treasure, it's about destiny." Max gets a little confused, but Leo, who's always hungry for money, agrees immediately. As they are still talking, a killer suddenly attacks them with an arrow. Luckily, Max and Patricia duck just in time, and the arrow misses. The team quickly runs out of the bar and sets off on their new adventure. During the journey, Patricia has to listen to Max's wild stories about how he and Leo have beaten every jungle, animal, and challenge they've ever faced. After a long time, they reach a place where they see a statue on a mountain. Leo checks the map and finds that on the other side of the mountain, there is an old cave where people still live. They decide to go there to look for clues, but one of their teammates refuses to go. So Max, Leo, and Patricia start climbing the mountain, unaware that the killer is still following them. As soon as the group reaches the cave, Patricia warns them that it could be dangerous inside, but Max and Leo ignore her and go in anyway. Inside the cave, they find some skeletons of dead people. Seeing them, Patricia gets scared, but then the group finds many things inside, some drawings on the walls, and a helmet that looks like something people from ancient times used to wear. While looking around, Max picks up one skeleton and sees that a red light is glowing inside it, and its eyes are shining red. Max gets scared and throws the skeleton on the ground, and a strange-looking knife falls out of it. The group has no idea what the knife is for, so they all split up to explore the cave separately. While this is happening, the killer also reaches the cave and catches Patricia. Max and Leo hear her screaming and start running towards her. But on the way, some wild people stand in their path. The two friends start fighting them together, but there are too many of them. So Max takes out his gun and shoots them. Then they rush to save Patricia again. But this time, the killer has taken Patricia to the edge of a cliff. Max shows the killer the same knife and threatens him. But then we see that the killer's face changes completely when he sees the red light from the knife. He gets so scared that he jumps off the cliff and dies. The next day, the group visits an old man nearby who is known as the chief. He tells them some Aztec stories and about a preacher who people used to call Firewalker. The chief also warns them about someone called Coyote, a very deceitful man who has been searching for this place for a long time. Before they leave, the chief gives Patricia a powder made from bones, saying it will protect her from evil spirits and help her communicate during the journey. Then the group returns to their hotel. In the evening, while Max and Leo are discussing the mission, they hear a knock on the door. Max quickly opens it and sees a woman holding some bottles that look like alcohol. She offers a drink to Max. After drinking it, Max loses control of himself. Then we see Coyote, who is sitting in the jungle reading some spells. Actually, he only sent that girl so that she can kill Max. But during this time, Chief does a chanting so that he can save the group from Coyote's bad tricks. As soon as Coyote controls the girl and is just about to kill Max, then Chief wakes up Patricia and sends her to save Max. Then there is a big fight between both girls, but that girl is much stronger than Patricia, but Patricia also keeps trying till her last breath to save Max. Then Chief sees that Patricia is weak in front of that girl, so he quickly talks to Leo in his dream and wakes him up. Then Leo goes to Max's room and hits that girl from behind and makes her faint. Because of this, Max and Patricia's life gets saved, and then their friend locks that girl in a room. Then Leo and Patricia sit there until Max wakes up and they talk with each other, and Patricia asks Leo why she and Max always stay together in every adventure. Then Leo tells her the story about him and Max. Next day, as soon as Max wakes up, then the group goes to that room where they lock the girl, but they do not see that girl there. And we see that she was not any girl, but actually she was Coyote Snake, who with magic became a girl. Then the group starts their journey again, where they leave for San Miguel by plane. But unfortunately, during landing, their plane gets damaged. But after reaching there, they feel that here's some wars going on. Then they take a room in a hotel and rest there. And then in the evening, they go to a bar of that city so that they can get some information, but nobody's ready to help them. Then Max sees that this way nobody's helping them, so he takes out some money and shows people, saying that if someone helps them, then he will get full $100. Suddenly, a British man there agrees to help them. As soon as the group starts asking him information about that place, but on the other, some drunk people try to trouble Patricia. When Max sees the drunk people bullying Patricia, he immediately rushes and beats all those drunk people very badly for his karate skills, because of which Patricia gets impressed seeing Max's fighting. After that, the group leaves the bar and heads back to the hotel. Meanwhile, we see that the British man who was giving them information goes to Coyote and tells him the whole story about the group. But as soon as he asks Coyote for money in return, Coyote gets angry and crushes his face with his hands, killing him. Meanwhile, the group realizes that the people of San Miguel will now come after them because they don't want anyone causing trouble in their city like this. So the next morning, all three of them change their getup and disguise themselves as a Catholic priest and a nun and continue their journey by train. However, even inside the train, they face difficulties. On the way, some soldiers stop the train before the stations and force people to get off and start checking everyone. They even kill some people. The group has no other option left, so they quietly slip out of the train carriage and continue their journey on foot. After walking for quite a while, the group reaches a place where they find an entire town destroyed and abandoned. Before they can figure out what to do next, soldiers arrive in the area. To save themselves, the group runs toward the fields, but in the chaos, they get separated from each other. Soon, Leo is caught by the soldier. Max quickly uses his karate skills to fight off the soldiers and rescues Leo. After escaping, the group changes back into their normal clothes and flees deeper into the jungle, where they have to spend the night. Meanwhile, Coyote, who has been secretly following them the whole time, manages to put Patricia under his control. Patricia takes a dagger out of her bag and starts walking towards him like she's in a trance. This shows that Coyote is actually after the dagger too. Leo and Max notice that Patricia is walking straight ahead without saying a word, so Max quickly calls out to her. Patricia snaps back to normal, and once again, Coyote's plan failed. The next morning, when the group is captured by the local militia, the soldiers drag them out and prepare to punish them publicly. Just as they are about to behead Leo and Max, a man named John Reese arrives and stops them in time. That evening, John Reese holds a party to celebrate his guests and apologizes to them for all the trouble they faced in his town. The group enjoys the party a lot, and Patricia dances in the rain with the local people, while Max shows John Reese some of his skills, which impresses him greatly. The next morning, John Reese gives them a car decorated with balloons so they can continue their journey more easily. However, after traveling through the jungle for a long time, night falls. The group reaches a river and decides to spend the night there. After eating food, when Leo goes to the river to fill water for his friends, suddenly, Max and Patricia hear Leo scream. They run to the river but don't see Leo. Instead, they spot a crocodile in the water. They realize that the crocodile must have attacked and eaten Leo. Max is completely devastated as he has lost his friend for good. Patricia tries to comfort him, but Max is broken inside. The next morning, both of them continue their journey without Leo. Finally, they reach the temple they had been trying to find all these days. Quickly, both of them go inside, but at first they only find locked doors and walls all around. Then Patricia sees a door, so she takes Max with her in that direction. Inside the temple, they keep going deeper into more tunnels and paths. Everything they touch or every room they enter triggers something that opens the next path. Finally, they reach a room where they find Leo alive, hanging by a rope. Max feels very happy to see his friend alive, but their happiness soon turns to worry because Leo can fall into hot boiling water at any moment. Then Coyote also arrives and tries to make a deal with Max. He says if Max gives him the dagger, he will let everyone live. At first, Max refuses, but when Coyote holds the rope and lowers Leo closer to the spring, Max agrees. So Coyote lets Patricia go safely, But Max does not trust him at all. So he throws the dagger at Coyote to kill him, but Coyote catches it just in time and leaves while laughing. Then Max tries his best to save Leo, but he also gets stuck with Leo. Meanwhile, when Patricia tries to escape, Coyote catches her again and uses his magic to control her. Now Coyote has both Patricia and the dagger. He just needs to finish his dark ritual. During this, Max quickly frees Leo so that both of them can save Patricia together. But Coyote has already started his work. He makes Patricia unconscious and lays her down in one place. He chants spells on her to sacrifice her to the Firewalker. But just when he is about to stab her with the dagger, Max and Leo arrive at the right time and shoot Coyote, saving Patricia. Then the group sees another strange wall. Patricia uses the dagger to open that door. Inside, they find a huge treasure. For the first time, they see so much treasure and feel very happy. But as soon as they are taking some of the treasure, Coyote attacks them. This means Coyote was not dead. He was only unconscious. Then a long fight starts between everyone. Coyote is the strongest. When he grabs Leo and is about to crush his face, Max sees his friend in danger and fights Coyote using his karate skills. But still, Coyote is stronger than Max. He catches Max and hits him hard against the wall, then tries to crush his face too. At that moment, Patricia picks up the dagger and attacks Coyote from behind. Coyote walks a few steps and then dies. Before he dies completely, Patricia pours the bone powder on him, which suddenly burns Coyote to ashes. After that, the group starts their new journey near a beautiful beach. But there is another twist. The man who tied up Max and Leo in the desert at the beginning of the movie is now the bartender at the restaurant where they are relaxing. What trouble the group will face next, no one knows. And that's where this story ends. If you like this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel because your likes and comments help me make more videos. Take care. Bye.